The storm's now arrived! Hey guys, it's Stormboy13. A little bit of a different video tonight. I thought I wanted to talk to you about, last time when I talked about something completely different, it was about, it was weather forecasting, but it was like, how to predict the weather forecast or weather forecasting of the future. This one is weather forecasting, but it's, well, sort of, but it's also like, if you have basic interests of similar to mine, but something of a basic interest of yourself, like, are you going to get that job? I'm just going to quickly discuss about it. I'm going to try and aim for around 10 minutes, so it's not massively, terribly long. In fact, let's have a quick sit down. That's better. So, this is what I want to explain something about. As you know, when you get around 16 years old, you apply for like work experience and stuff like that. Like you have a basic interest of what you want to do in your future as adulthood, of what you want to do perhaps for your life. Now the thing is, not everyone will always get the same thing that the person wants, I guess. Like if first of all, I've always been interested in weather since about the age of 11, and I probably always will be. Now the thing is some jobs can be easy to get of your interest, while others are not as easy as you sound. I kind of know that. Does not mean you can't get the job. It just means that it might have to be like other options to get sort of a similar aspect of your interest of your job or something. If you kind of get what I mean, it's not like you have to get like plan B, plan C or something else as well. Now, basically, what you have to do to potentially apply for your interest is, thing is, you got to be like quite a good person. You know, like you've got to be a very positive person. You've got to have like work experience. I know some of you may already know this, some of you may not. So if this, if you're thinking of this video like, why is he telling us that? We already know about it. Just in case you don't know, and you know what, I'm still doing it regardless of your opinion. But anyways, like I'm just saying is, the thing is, if I'm advising to you about what job should you really get for the future. Now, as you know, you could be basically, to start off with, you've got to do like a bit of work experience. The work experience that you just for do like a couple of weeks or something, basically it gets you more confidence, you know, as you approach into your adulthood and how you apply for jobs. Doesn't really apply to completely everyone, but most nowadays, because did you know, a long time ago, when you finish school or college, you just go straight to your job the next week, and without any actual work experience. That was quite a long time ago, so probably about over 20 years ago. So it's amazing how much has changed since then. So that's what I heard about, and it's kind of true. But the thing is you've got to get this confidence from your work experience. Otherwise, you're not going to get that confidence. You probably have no idea what you're about to do. The thing is, you got to like motivate with people or something, and like work out certain stuff about your job, even if it's not much about your interests. You know, you could still help boost up your skills as well, and your knowledge, and whatever you do. That's what I mean. And also the thing is, like, if you really want to apply for that job, you have to write like a CV. Is it a CV? Or excuse me, I think I'm not sure. I think it's I think you got to I think it's a CV, but you got to write it down on like a job application form or something. Basically, you got to write about the details of yourself, what past work experience you have done, what can you do about it, what's your talent, can you show that to us, and they think if you're good enough, and if you get like a good enough CV or job application form that you have written down or stuff like that. Now the thing is, what I learnt about is you basically have to wait until whether it's decent enough. You could even potentially get an interview as well. That happens to nearly everyone before they actually start their jobs. And the thing is that's not, when you get an interview, that's just a step up. It does not mean that you're getting the job. It's just that you've got to like answer well to whoever questions you about the interview. And interviews are not easy at all. And there can be quite a few interviews that after the end of the result you might not always get the job you wanted. It could be you find out from a letter, or it could be you could find out from an actual person while you talk to someone from the interview. But basically is that you gotta like maintain your composure, act cool as well, even if you're really nervous. You just gotta say the words that you need to say. But basically, like, thing is, what I'm also saying is, you got to understand that you're not always going to get the job that you want, and I know that as well. Does not mean you can't get the job, as I said, for sure. It's just that, you know, you have got to always sort out other plans for that as well, because that is not an easy thing to do, because, you know, you've got to like sort out your paid work and stuff like that, sort out your bank details, because when you work you obviously get paid a certain amount of hours and stuff like that, and it's and plus, you know, because when you work you also got to look after your house or something. Well, look after, you know what I mean, like that's how you'll be able to pay off your rent or your mortgages or something, or even your student debts or something, or your loans, and which happens monthly, I guess. So, but like I said, the population is growing. You know, they always try to find more and more suitable jobs for the person. You know, basically colleges are always a good option, you know, of potentially getting yourself a job. It could be some universities as well. I think universities, you know, could have a linked thing. This is generally in the UK, by the way. I'm not generally talking about the US or other parts of the world. So if you're watching this from another country, sorry if that confuses you a bit. But yeah, basically, what I'm just saying is, guys, is don't completely guarantee yourself you're going to get that job of your interest. You know, don't think yourself that it's game over. It's not game over. I mean, basically, like, I know if I want to do weather forecasting or something in the future, I always know I have other plans with me, and I'm totally cool with that. Like, when I did my weather forecasting 9 months ago in the BBC Centre, they were amazed by my performance. The thing is, you have got to be, like, very organised and occupied with everything as well. You know, always sort out, you got to, like, socialise with people, even if some people aren't a fan of socialising. That's what basically you kind of have to do. But main thing is it's the attitude as well. Having a negative attitude as well about yourself might not always get you the job you want. And I'm not saying it's going to completely destroy your life, but you know that you probably need help or something. So, so the thing is, it's just the way it goes, I'm afraid. I think the government or something, or sorts jobs or something like that. I don't particularly know much about politics, but I believe that, you know, it's funded by certain companies or stuff like that, based on who's working there or not, and how you could be able to squeeze one in or something, or it may not happen. I'm not sure. But that's how what I know about, and in a few years' time, hopefully I could still, hopefully I will be working for weather. I always know it's not always maybe the number one thing, but it's something similar, which is still have a semblance of weather, which I'm hoping to participate in, and hopefully get potentially even full-time job in a few years' time, because that's my main interest, and I do have a good talent on that. As you know, I've been practicing my weather forecasting skills for over a year now. I know it's not huge at the moment in terms of my channel, but we're getting there, very slowly but surely, gradually. Hopefully, you never know. things could work out. So that's all I want to tell you about, guys. I hope you understood about it clearly. Main advice is, if you want to get a job that is based on your interests, even if you're not guaranteed to get a job, the most likely scenario is always at school. Be honest about yourself. Write a good form or a CV. The main thing is, if you make any mistakes on the CV, chances are you're not likely to get that job. I'm just saying. That's all I want to tell you now. Thanks very much for watching. I know it's a random one, but what I want to tell you about on this topic for once. There's going to be another video uploaded some point this week. Wednesday or Thursday will be filmed. It's actually back to 2010. I'm going to be talking about the Extreme UK Weather event of... no, there was two of them, but January 2010 or / December 2009, the Big Freeze. And yeah, I can't believe it, 7 years ago, so I'll have a lot to tell you about it then. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you found this interesting, and the storm is now out. Thanks for watching.